and the blade. Okay, wiper arms is this and wiper blades is which is on the screens. And to adjust the left and right side of the wiper, we have the wiper linkage and wiper switch. So these are the major 5 components in the wiper system. Okay. So what are like in cars you will able to see, right? You have a inputs. These are the inputs you have. Like the front, you have the mist, off, int, low, high. Okay. So this is a front side. You need to do some adjustment in the front. You will do these inputs. And for the back side, that will be the rear. You will say you have half, int, on. Okay. So whatever you are seeing, the white ones, the white ones are the, it is like a kind of the uh, input speed or speed adjustment it will be. Okay. So whenever you are making some adjustments here, like this is the low speed, this is the high speed. Okay, you have an option of rotation. If you do small adjustment, like it is a kind of indicator. So if whenever it is here, it will be low. When it is high, this side it will be high. Okay, this is a manual adjustment of like how we are setting it, and we are making our system to wipe. So this is a mist. Mist is like a slow movement it will be, and this is a off adjustment. This is a initial, and it is below high. This is will be high. Intermediate it will be. Okay, INT means intermediate. Means this is a normal. Okay, and miss it will do slowly. This is a off. Like this. These are the inputs we control from the driver's seat. That will operate the wiper-based system. So what and all we need to understand, because whenever you are giving some inputs, no, so the inputs will make many changes with respect to the wiper system, how the sensor is working, and how the motor is behaving, what is the current drawn. So we need to understand in the project wise. Okay. So the wiper control module here, we are setting the speed. Okay, the wiper motor, whatever wiper motor, no, we need to adjust the speed. So how we are adjusting the speed? So we, with the help of the current that we are supplying it. So what is the purpose of the wiper system? So the rain tracker automation, rain sensor will be there. Okay, so it will sense the rain, and moreover it will sense the snow. Okay, snow, and means the screen it have the sensors, so that automatically it will get the information. Okay, so whenever the sensor send the give the information, that information pass to the ECU, that ECU will send the signal to the controller. Okay, like example, if you say here, so like this is a controller. Okay, imagine this is a body control module ECU, and imagine like here you have the screen. Okay, so the water is dropping. Okay, the water raindrop fallen here. So whenever it fallen, there is a sensor. So the sensor it will take that information, and it will pass the signal, analog input signal, to the ECU. Then what it will do, the ECU will process, and it will start rotating the motor. Motor speed will be set it. Okay, so means based upon this, means that this will be the pulse width modulation. We can say this is also we call as a digital inputs, like we are giving in the square waveform, like square waveforms up and down, and generally it will be the pulse width modulations, whatever the motor we usually make rotate. Okay, so like that the conversion will do. Okay, so and the ECU send the information to the motor. Motor will start activating, then the blades will swipe. This is how like a wiper system will act. Okay, coming to internal few things, like what are the substance as we discussed, where it will remove the mud or ice or snow, because different country zones have the different, right? Like in UK or Germans, they have some coastal kind of areas, so they have the snow and mud, and even the ice and all will be there on falling. So what will happen is whenever ice is there or fog is there, the screen get fully closed. Okay, so because of the driver is not able to see the road, what will happen is here some some cars it have the heating. Okay, so what this heating will do, so whenever the snow or fog comes, no, so due to the heat, heat will be created. That is the windshield. Windshield is whatever the windshield also have the some internal resistance, so that will get heated up. After that heating, the screen will be cleared. Okay, so this is how the screen will be cleared. Will clearing will be happened. So whenever you have a rain or some dust, so dust is like you need to give some water and you need to clean it. If it is a rainy continuously, there will be the drops falling on the screen. It will create a disturbance, right? So that's how like you need to always make the screen clear. So if you look into the car, the features how it is connected. Here there is a rain control sensor, means rain sensor it have. And you have the blades. This is the wiper blades, and this is the wiper arms, and the wiper arms are linked with the wiper linkage, and linkage is connected to the motor. Okay, and parallelly you have the water. Okay, so um here some areas we came up with the windshield washer tank, vehicle with headlamp washer, means nowadays you have the lights, right? Lights also have the where this water tank, where water tank will be there. So water tank it will pump to the washer system, as well as the cameras also will be there. Generally the parking sensors camera, that also we need to clear. Nowadays some high-end cars we are getting that features where this water is pumping to the clear the camera here to parking. And even the headlights also we have, right? So headlights also we have a option of clearing. This is a part of a washer system. Okay, and whatever the tank it have this interlink connection. So we are not only making the car for cleaning of the glass, so whatever the visibility possibilities are there, so that we are doing. Okay, now that are the high end cars we can say, because depends upon the futures, though we used to test all those areas. And coming to the wiper motor, so wiper motor it will looks like this. So this is a motor, and it have the like adjustment the back side. If you go inside, this is the horizon, this is kind of the horizontal if you see. So for vertically make this alignment, so inside it have the gate system interlinked. So when it is interlinked with this, with the help of some knobs, so this will move like vertical rotation. So this is a horizontal, this is a vertical rotation. This is the wiper motor will help the motor to rotate in such a way that wiper system can move. So it is a part of DC motor. So you need to mention in the interviews. So what type of the motor it is? It is a permanent magnetic DC motor. The motor is permanent DC motor. You need to say. And moreover, the end of the motor. What is the end of the motor? This is the end of the motor. So it have the shaft. It is fitted with the worm gear that drive the series of output gates. Okay, so because this will make the whenever the rotation is happening more, the speed of the motor is high, means the torque also will be uh, changing. Means torque is that force is required to rotate the motor. That is the torque. Okay, so the motor and the race gates are whatever it will be there, no? So it should be uh, it should not get disturbed. I mean to say, like whenever you making some movement with respect to the motor, the wiper it have the blades and all. It will be kind of a plastic, right? It smoothly should drive. It should smoothly. It should clean. It should not make harsh. Okay, and one more point is whenever the motor is rotating and the blades are making some cleaning, no, you should not get any noise. You should it make it is smooth without noise, so without hearing. It should be very less noise, I can say. No, so with the less noise, it should motor should start. It should start wiping off the screen. So that is the wiper motor is a DC motor which helpful for the wiping of the component. Next, coming to the wiper arms and blades. So this is a wiper blade. Okay, it have the rubber, and this is the arm. It is a supporting of the blade. Okay, what is it? It contains like it. You able to see, right? It won't be in a straight. It will be in a, like a some part of bending. It will be in a kind of a bending, and some part of a pressing will be there. So what it will help us. So whenever the force is happening, whenever you need to press hardly, and you need to clean the screen, right? So that's how this narrow spring system will be adjusted on the blades, and the arm will get a force. So that force is getting from the motor. So usually this will be the 9 inches, so to 32 inches, depends. Like in cars, it have small length, and in trucks or buses, it have a bigger length, right? Because of the big screens, like the monitor, whatever we say, the front driver seat, windscreens. Okay, so that will be the bigger size. Depends upon the size, the blades and the arms will be decided. And usually the wiper linkage, it have this the center, it have the motor, and this is the left side and right side. So how it will be adjusted? It will be adjusted with respect to the wiper motor. Okay, so going to the internal system. So here we have this motor, like inside the motor, we have know that is a brushless motor, and the armature, the wirings, it will be mounted, and it is a magnet will be there. And you are able to see there is some water, it is flowing, right? So what is the purpose of this? Whenever the motor starts rotating, this motor will take the water from the tanker. Okay, so that is the washer system and the water pump. So from the water tanker, the water will take and it will go spread in the screen. Okay, so what is the motor we of the speed? It will be 55 rpm. You need to say into the interview, like the car wiper motor is a DC motor, and the rpm is 55 rpm. Rpm is rotation per minute. Okay, so you know, you need to write down the headings, and parallelly you need to make some points. Okay, so these are the interviews they will ask you. RPM is the rotation per minute. Rotation per minute. Okay, this is a single phase motor. Means it will be like DC voltage. So the DC voltage will be supplied. That will be single phase. What is the speed settings? We have 1 to 10 will be the speed ranges. We'll set it. And moreover, what is the power it utilize? It is a 180 watts of power. So what is the power? P equals to VI. What is the voltage? 12. What is the current? You need to know, like if you know about the power and voltage, you will get the current information. So this is like this a little bit important points I can say. And next is how this washer system, what is the tank and how it will be connected. So you are able to see, right? There will be the front rear. Here you have the front, and you backside it have the rear wiper system. And here is the reservoir is the water. Okay, so how this water will take? So whenever you activate the switch of the water, so the water will take into the pipe from the back or the front, so it will wash the system. Okay, getting right? Still clear now? The
Yes,
wiper
Mahendra.
washer system.
Yes,
Okay,
Mahendra.
good. This is like a technical, that is ADAS feature sensors. It depends the same because of the sensors, how the motor is activating only, and how the water is taking is this is a one important concept I can say. And self-parking switch schematics, so like this is about the you saw here, it is a diagrammatically you understood that is a switch, this is a preservoir, and you have the rear and front, right? Like here you see that parking switch, like the it have the motor, and the wiper motor you have, this is the battery. When you supply the battery, the switch is on, then the motor will activate. So this is a wiper on off switch, that is the control of the switch. So what this will do, what is the self-park switch schematics? So wiper wash systems are operated by the electrical motor. Yes, as we know, that motor will help us to rotate. The electric motor is attached to the worm gear. Yes, from there it will transmit for the long road with the wiper arms, and it will start gear able to generate the force required to move the wiper as fast as they need moved. Okay, for understanding of the Wi-Fi operations, how it will perform. So this is a very important point I can say. So after this video, I will share you. You can make this point as important. And previously about these points are very important for the water reservoir. It is. It is a water reservoir. In interest, they will ask you what is the RPM something. You need to say that. And if they ask you in interviews what is the wind blade or what is the size, it will be approximately 9 inches. It depends upon the band, but you can say 9 inches. Okay. And moreover, what is the motor you used? It is a the DC motor, you can say, and what are the components it have the wiper system. You can give this information. And next is yeah, next we'll go with the understanding of the self-parking, which is the system that ensures that wiper comes to the rest, okay, at the bottom of the windscreen. The driver view must not be obstructed. Means, like this is a windscreen, right? Whenever you are making the wiper to rotate, okay, so it should not stop on center, right? Because it should come always rest here. Okay, that is very important because if it is in between, the diver can disturb, right? So whenever you are making some change movements in the wiper system, it should always come the rest. So that is of the self park switch. Self park switch is it we are making to set down on the bottom. That is a self park. So the self park switch is a system that ensures that wiper comes to the rest at the bottom of the windscreen. Driver's view must not be obstructed. Whatever the driver is, then he should not obstruct it. So how it is linked is, so it is directly, it is connected to the, it is a series connection to the wiper motor. So like that you need to say, if the interviews ask you, like the motor is there, and if the motor starts, wiper motor is making some changes, the wiper blade is moved and stopped here. So then how you will adjust? So we have a self park switch. So with that, we are able to make that wiper to come on the rest. Like that you should mention. And moreover, whenever the wipers are switched on, okay, what will happen? The motor will start and the driver gear should rotate. The parks, whatever the switch will be there, this will be closed. Once this is closed, uh, then the motor, then whatever the inside this cram and crank will be there, means whatever the rotation it makes in the motor, so that will be the cam that will be open. So whenever the driver's wipers are switched off, the power switch provides a voltage to the wiper motor until it penned by the cam stops the wiper in the correct phase. Means just you need to understand the switch. This is a connection. If it is closed, what will happen? Now it is open. Means open means the power switch, it's not there. Just it activated the motor, it is rotating. Okay, so it is all about the park switch. Now it is a automatic rain switch. Okay, so what is the purpose of this? What is the sensor you are using here in the wiper system? So the sensor is the infrared sensor. So the rain sensor we are told, no, that is a part of infrared sensor. You can write down this is a rain sensor. Okay, what is the purpose of this sensor is, it is to detect the reflected light. Okay, so that is the rainfall, whatever the rains it's falling on the screen, no? So that will be uh, recognized. So how this will be sent is the signal from the sensor. So once it is detected, the signal from the sensors is sent to the control module that controls the wiper system. Okay, and it depends upon the weather conditions, automatically the speed of the wiper will be adjusted. Okay, so how this will happen? Whenever the switch, depends upon the yep. And normally, what in interviews they will ask you, what is the rotation of the uh, wiper motor. So you need to give it is a 160 degrees. This is another important point in interview. So, okay, wiper system, it will rotate up to 120, 160 degrees, not like 180. Generally, it will be 180, right? So here it will rotate. Some it have the angles of this much. Some it will rotate up to this 180 degrees. Some it will have a 160 degrees. Okay, this is a 160 degrees. So this much only it will rotate. In interest, they will ask you what is the wiper system, at what angles did your system it works. So you need to give 160 degrees. Okay, so let's go into understand of the video section. So how this automatically it will work. Okay. So you are able to see this is a windscreen. So it has the sensor is mounted. Whenever the rain is coming, so automatically the windscreens get switched off. This is the auto. Auto means it automatically it will whenever it detects the rain, so it will do. This is the ignition engine on off. Okay, so the rain is coming and it will always operate automatically whenever there is rain is falling. This is automatic. You can say you can see right automatic it is a intermediate means it will automatically adjust you low and high is depends upon amount of the rain that you are getting it. The sensor sensitive which controls how much rain so depends upon the rain the speed will be activated. So that's how like you will do adjustment. Okay, so this you will rotate it and you will give the input to automatic or intermediate or high or low. So just you will adjust from this and you do your changes. Getting right? So like it is a clockwise direction. Clockwise direction it increases and anti-clockwise is it you are decreasing the speed. So just you will get all the information in this video. You can make a note down like what are the inputs, what is the intermediate, what is the in, what is the high. So that all information you will able to get it here. You can note down this. So auto mode is like what it will do. Okay. So don't like this is about the wiper system inputs we are giving. Okay. So like you will see the other video. So internally how this wiper system will activate. So you are able to see right the motor is making some changes. The linkage will help us to screen the blades, whatever the arm we have. Okay, getting right. So you are able to see the view of the image.
Yes, sir.
Yes, man.
Okay. This is a one functionality. What and all it have, it will be the wiring relay switches and depends upon the speed and moreover when you are making the blade movement, right? So the force should be equally applied on two blades, two wire blade, that arm blades we can say. See, water is pumping, right? Water is coming from the bottom, like to clear it. You are able to see the force from the, this is the water pumping. So from the water system, it is taking the water and just making the wiping of the thing. So here it will come from the bottom. From the bottom, the water, because of the dust and all, you need to clean, right? So the water will push it from the bottom. So then you are able to clear it. So this is automatic rain sensor. So you will set the input of the auto, and whenever it detects the rain or dust, it's make you clear the screen automatically. It will do the washing. This is all. This is a good functionality project. So that's what I thought to explain you. Is it interesting for you? Well,
Yeah, yes, sir.
more,
Yeah, yes, man.
yeah. Moreover, it's like a pollution control also, like pollution dust. Due to that also, it will be coming, right? So we need to remove that. So that is one important. And next is coming to the high level design. So high level design is the motor is RPM is 45 meters, like 55 I told you know. So it will be range around 45 RPM is the normal speed, and 65 RPM is the fastest speed setting. Okay. So whatever the motor will operate, it will be in the medium. So it is a 55. The low is this is a normal. 45 to 55 is the normal, and 65 is the high speed. Whatever the sensor we are using is the infrared sensor. So that is used to detect the rainfall. And here, whatever the windshield, no, it have an angle of 45 degrees angle. It should be. You are able to observe, no, this, suppose the car will be there, windshield. Okay, this is a car. Okay, so here, like this, it will be there. Means this is the screen. The driver will sit here, right? So sometimes this angle, whatever the angle we will say, no, for the this sometimes it will be like a 45 degrees. Some it have like a 90 degrees will be there. We need to cover as a part of this angle as this angle also. So whenever the rain comes, so whatever the shield, it will be operated in a 45 degrees, some it have a 30 degrees, depends. Okay, so whatever it may be, the sensor, the infrared sensor will be there. So if the infrared sensor, it will detect the raindrop, and it will go give the information to the controller. So what this controller will do, it will process the data. It will process the data, and that information will send to the motor. What this motor will do, motor will adjust the speed and will start wiping the system. Okay, so this is about the automatic driving, automatic switch, and we have a manual switch as well. Both will be there. Manual switch is whenever user required, it will activate. Automatic is depends upon the situation, it will activate. Manual switch is like a user interface. So where he is adjusting, it will give the information to the controller. Automatic is it automatically adjusts the speed and activate it. Is it clear, right? This is the high level diagram. So whenever you will get the requirements, so for understanding high level, you need to see all these block diagrams to understand. And is the system level and system level and system level. 1 second, guys. So here, whenever no the design, the system level design, you will get like a flow chart kind of thing. So what will happen? So the softwares who are going to develop the programming, no. So like my system need to initialize. Okay, initialization is there. What is the initialization? Like port setting or channel setting. So that they will do here. Okay, what is your channel input is doing? It will read the sensor. What is the sensor? So that is the sensor of the ADC value, analog input. It is reading the information. Okay, if it is rain is detected, what will happen? Yeah, if rain is detected, you need to activate the motor. If no rain is detected, just stop the motor. So like that, the program will be done from the high level design. So to make the flow from this kind of flow chart, you will understand better. And coming to the sensor, so the sensor is the IR sensor. So how the sensor is integrated is it have the windshield. So it will be placed on the windshield. The sensor, it will keep on emitting, means it will receive the information from the it will receive and it will transmit the data continuously. So infrared is something like it will always emits, and it will receives the data. Okay, so emits is the lighting will be there. Like example, if you say the IR is it have the uh, sensitivity. If you see, this is the sensitivity control design. How this IR sensor is, it have the emitting of 5 volts, like you supply the 5 volts to the sensor continuously. So whenever the drop falls between this, right, so whenever the water drops falls, it will identify, there will be kind of a shorting will be happening. Shorting means this sensor will read the information that is got some disturbance. Because of that certain disturbance, the resistor will change here. So whenever the resistor changes, like if you say the 2 drops of water is fallen, then it will adjust the 2 values here. And the whenever 2 values is adjusted, that 2 analog inputs values will be sent to the microcontroller. So that analog data will be converted to the digital data with the help of ADC, analog to digital converter, ADC, analog digital converter. So analog is the AI, it will be converted to the DI. So from the DI, it will go to the microcontroller. So like that, the sensor will send the information to the controller with the help of conversion. So like how it is interacted, it controller to the microcontroller. So this is a one example of the Atmel microcontroller. So whenever the sensors, it is directly connected to the microcontroller here. In the microcontroller, we have the ADC, all those stuff. And so how we are activating manually, the inputs is, so as I told you, no, the intermediate, high, low, medium. So this is a high, low, and parking. Self parking means like just stopping the wiper on the screen. This will be the high, like it will do like a motion kind of thing. It will be low, slow motion, and it will be the high, like you can, it will make it very fast. So how this will be high, low will be happened because of the supply of the voltage. So whenever the supply voltage is high between that, the relay, this is a kind of a relays. Internally it will be connected, where we need to do all kind of hardware. This is kind of a hardware related testing. So software related also we'll do, like short to battery, short to ground of this high, you can say that high relay switch. Okay, in interviews you need to say like that, a high relay switch will be there, and low relay switch, relay will be there, intermediate relay will be there. Okay, so and the high and the parking relay will be there. So the signals of the hardwares, I used to do some interrupts. Interrupts means just disturb. I will do the false. This is a, like a fault creations. Okay, so I used to do the false and verify that DTC is coming on the micro on the UDS, like canoe, in the canoe, like that you need to say in the interview. Then everyone can believe you. And moreover, so in the sensors, you need to say that the sensors also you have a 3 pins, right? Like the power, ground, and the feedback signal. So these are the sensors. So you used to do the sensors related testing also, like hardware related and the software related. Okay. And next, coming to the other point. So whenever in the control desk, no. So what you will do in the control desk, so you will give the adjustment of the analog inputs. Okay, so like if you give the 5 volts, there will be no drain. If it is a 4.5, no, 4.5 means the voltage will be little low. Okay, so that will be light rain. If it is 3, it will be the medium rain. It will be 2.5 means heavy rain will be happened. How it will be happened, that it will be adjusted with respect to the voltage. If it is a normal 5 volts is supplying here, no, so it means that there is a no rain is happening. If it is adjusted to here, you know that formula V equals to IR, right? So whenever the voltage is increases, the if it is a constant of the I, the R also increases. So here, whenever the voltage is decreases, the resistance also decreases. Now the resistance is high, means here we have the voltage of 5, here also it will be 4. And whenever the voltage is dropping down, means whatever the voltage you are supplying 5, but in between this, it is dropped. Okay, so due to the rainy sensitivity, okay, reflectivity or sensitivity, so that's how this voltage supply also will be changed. So this is how the sensor internally it will be connected, and internally it will be varied. Okay, so all this kind of testings you will do in the system testing. So what are the functionalities that we know in the body control module? Yes, we know that it have the seat control mechanism. Okay, it have the interior, exterior light control, and the heat ventilation. You know about heat ventilation, right? This is also one big project. Okay, heat ventilation, air control. Okay, this is also big project. This is also one project. This all projects only. Okay, individual projects. But when combination with the body control model, it will be a high. And this is the wiper wash system, and this is the door control wash system. This is the sunroof control, and the like whatever the hardware we need to use the communication protocols, and we need to use the power supply, and we need to use the IO protection, some kind of safeties. And this is a position sensor, this is a temperature sensor. Okay, so all will be present in the body control model. Okay, how the inputs will be activated? As we know, this we have the mist, off, intermediate or auto, and low, high. Okay, this is for the front wiper, and we have the rear wiper. It have the high, low, off. So usually it have like this. So in interviews, you need to know about what is a mist. Is the single wipe. Just you will do only one wipe. Okay, that will be the called the mist. Okay, in interviews you need to remember this. It is a single wipe. You need to note down the notes as well. Okay, and off is off. Int means intermediate wipe. Intermittent intermittent wipes. Okay, means it will be slowly making the wipes. And this is auto control wipe. It automatically detects and it will wipe it. And it is a low. It is a low speed. This is the high speed. And next, if you see, there is a the position of this is changing, right? Here it will be low downside. It is a high side. What it means? So the C, B, and A is there. What is the A? A is the intermediate control wipe system adjustment. C is the wiper wash system, and D is the rear wipe wash system control. Means this is just a positions of the switch operatings. So you are getting right how we are operating and how the system is activate working on it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, our main objective of the wiper system is automatically activate the windshield and wipers once rainfall is detected, and moreover increase the safety of the safe drivers, and moreover it should decrease the visuality, like whatever he able to see. No, it should be clear, and